to go to see Emmett.
Emmett?
Is this Kid?
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
What the?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now what's next. Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Damn, she's
Well, yes,
24/7.
She's
She's
got
just
my best
whipping
interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
Oh god.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Oh jeez. Well, I can't bother him, so I'll just look around. I need to find stuff. That's the exit. I don't want to exit. See, record player.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They
What the hell?
may or may not mean offense, but I don't care. You see, I'm sort of independent.
What am I doing?
my own superintendent.
Curious machine?
My star is on the
How does the mental alignment thing work?
I don't care.
Here, I'll show you.
I don't care.
Hey!
I don't
The
care.
test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So jolly.
When I turn on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that...
Ooh.
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe, but to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
How's that gonna work? Ooh, what am I? I'm a layabout.
Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
I'm a slacker. Yes. Oh, the fish tank.
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
I see. And the oil can?
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Yeah. I could use that as well. And the stew pot?
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Awesome
Rabbit
pfeffer.
stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've
Yeah.
got it on a slow boil for later.
I see. Well. Why not we add a...
Don't want to get that covered in any messy oil.
God damn it. Oh. Hey, an easel.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
No,
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors.
Yes, it
What do
will.
you think of the picture?
It's not that good.
You look a little... constipated.
Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture.
Taking the crap.
I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
There's the photo album.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Alright. Where's the photo album? There it is.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Oh, you're...
mention it.
Oh, no problem, Emmett. It's the least I could do. Uh-huh. Emmett's mind map.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another one. The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map,
Well, we
as
should switch
captured
it.
by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird,
Degenerate
nothing.
criminal.
It's science.
Oh, I just got the dirtiest idea ever.
So this machine takes those little cards and tells you whether or not someone's a good guy or bad guy?
Kind of. Actually, the helmet does all the work. The mental
Uh-huh.
alignment meter is just a glorified arcade machine.
It's such a glorious
Why not
machine.
just go with the cards?
And it says that people respond well to flashing
ultimate
lights and snap
personality
judgments. I
testing.
can't argue with that. Every time I kiss her, I see flashing lights and lose all sense of judgment.
No kidding.
This guy needs to get laid. Stack of mind maps.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't
Uh-huh.
that cute?
No.
Not really. What's this typewriter do again?
During
just
a
saw
mental
it.
alignment test, it takes messages from the mind map helmet and turns them into punch cards, like the one for Mr. Tannen over there.
Seems complicated.
Actually, it was all rather easy to put together, once Edna gave me the idea.
Sounds to me like you should be working on harder problems then.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I've
You're
got to
used to
get
more
back to work.
complicated stuff. Used to more, how should I say, on travel. With a generator.
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it... Ow!
Ooh!
Sends out an electric shock.
What was that? Projection screen?
Hey, could we watch Frankenstein on this?
Sorry, Sonny, but I need this projector to trigger positive and negative visual stimuli for my mental alignment tests. Besides, a movie like Frankenstein should really be watched on a big screen, don't you think?
I think so too. Yes, how do we do that?
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Alright. Now let's talk with you about all this. Oh my god, all this crap. How serious are you? On a scale of 1 to 5, how serious are you with this relationship?
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that
Science,
I'm head
people.
over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the week since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
I bet. Are you sure about her, dude? Are you sure? Don't you want someone more Western?
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
She's a cold fish. What?
Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade.
Whoa.
Know what I mean?
I know what you
I
mean.
wish I didn't.
I know what you mean.
Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed guidance.
She's controlling you
Before I
like a
met her,
puppeteer.
I was such a flibberty-gibbet. Always getting distracted by the slightest stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused!
Alright, I got it. Jeez.
I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Oh, I agree.
Dangerous.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
You have no idea. I just think you
let's
should
take a
be
step
careful,
back.
that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
I don't think she's right for you, dude.
I still don't think Edna's right for you.
Oh? And who is she right for? You?
Me? No way.
Relax. I'm just yanking your tibia.
God damn it. Is all this stuff part of your expo demonstration?
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
What about the rocket car?
I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
What about the rocket
The
car?
rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
Oh,
I wish I knew.
what did happen to
Anyway,
him?
I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
This is not gonna work. How about what's
What's a mental alignment meter?
for like the fifth
The most
time?
revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Probing people's minds.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors,
give it a-
the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
Judaism.
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course.
Anyway,
Anyway,
did you do this all for yourself?
did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned.
No.
Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Tell me about the mind mapping again.
Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Yes.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Uh-huh.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay,
Yep.
I think I got it.
All right. That's going to be helpful later. Holy crap. Did you really invent
I
this
can't
in
believe
2
you
months?
invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But
Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
Oh, God. What's with these new clothes?
what's with the new threads?
Really looking
You
very
like 'em?
snazzy.
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Ooh,
Never mind.
Colonel
Edna
Sanders.
gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
Let's go see
What do you say we
Frankenstein.
take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps. to
It's
sort,
70
and
minutes.
The MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and
I get it, you're busy.
Sure you don't want to go see the movie? This is the last day of showing.
You sure you don't want to take in a movie? I think you'll like it.
strange as it may sound, I've got more pressing things to think about than going out to movies.
Okay.
Well, it's worth a shot. How are things with you and your
How are
day?
things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
He's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him
damn.
over.
He's about to cut you off his will. Alright.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Time to play. Time to play.